have the greatest of honor to introduce to you all, whom you all know, Dr. Marc Halpern. He founded the school, this home that we are all within at this moment, in 1995 from his home 26 years ago. Dr. Marc Halpern became one of the pioneers of Ayurveda in the West. One of the few Westerners ever recognized in both the United States and India as an authority on yoga and Ayurveda, awarded an All India Award for Best Ayurvedic Physician. A pillar in the development of the profession in the United States, he's co-founded the National Ayurvedic Medical Association, the California Association of Ayurvedic Medicine, and the National Council of Ayurvedic Education. And that wasn't enough. He's just founded two new organizations, the National Association of Ayurvedic Schools and Colleges and the National Ayurvedic Practitioner Association. He's the author of the textbooks that we use here at the college, along with his popular book, Healing Your Life, Lessons on the Path of Ayurveda. It is with great honor and love that I introduce to you my partner in life and all of our beloved Dr. Marc Halpern.
Thank you so much, dear heart, for the beautiful introduction. I'm truly moved to be able to share my heart and to share this experience of graduation with you as we together bring this to life and bring this to all of our graduates. So thank you so much for the beautiful work that you've been doing in the many facets of your life. And thank you so much for the beautiful Shakti, the energy that you have brought to this graduation today. I thank you very, very much. Namaste. I am so moved as I sit here and listen to the beautiful Shakti, the sounds from Yogini Shambhavi and in Jina Salah. As we have opened up this graduation, it has truly been so deeply moving for my heart. And I'm also so deeply moved as I look around this Zoom room and I see so many beautiful faces and so many graduates and so many of their family and those who have supported them throughout this journey. I thank all of you who are here, who are supporting our graduates, because you are really the bedrock of their lives. And we have had the honor of touching their lives, but you are their bedrock. You ground them, you center them, you support them, and you love them. And I thank you so much for the gift that you have brought to each of these graduates as they have gone through this program and continue on their journeys. I have so much to say to each of you, but before I do, I don't want to forget to thank certain people who have really contributed to your education and your whole experience, and you just don't even know it. And they've contributed to this whole event, which could not have occurred without their incredible support. And I just really want to take a moment to really just acknowledge our academic team here at the college on the administrative side, who work so hard to keep everything so organized. And we never accomplished the perfection that we set out to achieve. Such is life. And I am so grateful for that which we do achieve. And so I just want to take a moment to acknowledge our registrar, Brandy Jones, our academic team manager, Danny Weiss, our academic dean, Amanda Parrish, our academic support team, Luna Rivas and Alicia Tanhola. The five of them really have worked so hard to support all of you, and you don't know it. And so I just really want to acknowledge all of them. I also want to acknowledge our tech team today that has worked so hard to put all of this together. And Michael Logue, Kimmy Kadis, and Jade Hoff. They're our tech team working always behind the scenes. But there's one person who has stood out doing so much, not so much with technology, but really is the graduation coordinator of this event today, Emily Gravenstein, who I would just really like to acknowledge for the incredible organization and hard work that she's put in to make all of this possible for all of you. There are so many others here at the college that I couldn't possibly mention all of their names. There's more than 40 people now who are supporting your education every single day. And as I look around the Zoom room, I see Diane, who is here, always a smiling face at our front desk. And, there's just so many people. There's our faculty that are teaching all of you. And Dr. Marisa Jackson Kinman, who is here today, and Dr. Ranjana Chawla, who will be speaking today too, and so many other faculty members, Dr. Gutierrez, and that are here today. It takes so many people to support you through this education. It just wouldn't be possible without all of them. Some are simultaneously supporting you and going to school themselves, like Dr. Brenda Krulikowski, who is here graduating today, but also a faculty member of our school. And so there's just so much that goes into your education. And I hope that you really feel that. I see Dr. Lakshmana Das, who is here as well, who just pours his heart and soul into everything that he does here at the college. Just so many people that have participated in the education of our students, and I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge all of them. And I know that I haven't called you all out by name, but I want you to know how much I appreciate all of you and how much our students have benefited from your service. To the graduates, I want to just take a moment, just a moment, to truly acknowledge you. Oh, I'll call your name later and you'll feel that I graduated. But I just want to take a moment to acknowledge you. For you to feel that, to acknowledge yourself and what you have accomplished. It's not easy to go to school. You have walked through an Agni. An Agni is a fire. And that fire has transformed you from who you were at the beginning of your education to who you are today. And who you are today is very different than who you were at the start of your education. You know, we are like a pot of clay. And a pot of clay can, you can make a bowl out of it. And the bowl can hold water, but if that clay hasn't been baked, the water gets in there and soon the clay just falls apart. But the Agni is needed in order to transform that clay into a vessel that is sustainable, a vessel that can hold that water. You too have walked through an Agni that has transformed you into a vessel that can hold the knowledge of Ayurveda, so that you're able to then bring that out to your community and allow them to take a sip of that knowledge from that vessel that you hold. That vessel exists inside of your heart. That vessel is your entire body. That vessel is your mind. But it has been baked by the Agni that you have walked through. And that Agni is a struggle. And I know that you have all struggled at some point in your education. I know this. If you had not struggled, you would not have been transformed. Because there is no transformation without some struggle. If becoming an Ayurvedic practitioner were easy, everybody would do it. but you have gone into the depths of who you are to find your true self, and then brought forth your true self into the work that you've done with your patients. In Ayurveda, we understand that all disease is caused by forgetting our true self, forgetting our true nature as spirit. And you have touched on that. You have touched your true self. I know that that is an ongoing journey to know your true self, to be your true self, to live your true self, to know that 24/7. That is the journey of our lives. And yet you have touched that. And now you have the memory of your true self. And that is what is going to empower you as you go out into the world. And you bring the love and the light of Ayurveda to your community. That is the beautiful work that we do. That is our dharma. Our dharma is the service that we provide to the world. Our dharma is that love and that light that flows from above down and the inside out through our hearts. That is the dharma. The dharma is that which moves us. That which moves us. It is the divine moving and working through us so that we are a vessel, a vehicle. And all of the goodness that occurs through the knowledge of Ayurveda is not from us, it is from that divine Shakti. And when we live in alignment with that, we are living our dharma. We could say that we are living our purpose. And that's the most that we can do, is strive to stay in alignment. That's the journey of our lives. For each and every one of you, even if you're not an Ayurvedic practitioner or an Ayurvedic student, it is to try and find that meaning in your life, that purpose in your life. That purpose that comes not from your ego, not from what I want to do, the way it should be, the way I think it should be, but rather that which I'm called to do. That which I surrender to doing. And I surrender to that is the allowance of the divine to utilize my body as that vessel, as that vehicle. And that is the dharma. That's what's meant by dharma. We each have our own dharmas, but we all share the Ayurvedic dharma. The dharma of the Ayurvedic practitioner, whether you're a counselor and you're working in preventative medicine, or you're a clinical specialist and you're working with disease management, or you're an Ayurvedic doctor and you have the deepest understanding of Ayurveda and the capacity to integrate your knowledge as deeply as possible with Western medicine so that you can be that bridge between the two sciences, providing the highest level of service to your patients. Regardless of whether you're a counselor, a clinical specialist, or a doctor, you carry that dharma of Ayurveda. You allow that Shakti to move through you and move you. And when you do that, you experience the joy in your heart of service. And that is what we strive toward, the joy of service. Don't keep the knowledge of Ayurveda to yourself. Share it. Share it with your community, share it with your patients, be that beacon of harmony in your community. And when we all do that, we increase the harmony on this planet. And don't we need to do that today more than ever? We've all been so deeply wounded by this COVID-19 pandemic. We've been wounded not just from a physical level, if you contracted COVID, but we've been all wounded at the psychological and psychospiritual level by the experience. We've been to some degree traumatized by this experience on a global level. The healing work that we do as Ayurvedic practitioners, bringing harmony to this world, is more important today than ever. Our dharma to serve is more important today than ever. And the transformation that this Agni has taken you through is not going to end just because you're graduating. Agni continues. Transformation continues. Parinama, the transformation of our bodies, our minds, and our consciousness continues all the way through until the transformation is complete. And when that transformation is complete, then we are the vehicle of love and the vehicle of light. We are the love, we are the light. The vehicle disappears when the transformation is complete, and all that is left is the love and the light. And as we go through our continuing journey, we learn to love more deeply. We learn to be loved more deeply. We learn to shine more brightly. Until yoga teaches, we won't even need our bodies any longer. We are the love, we are the light. We are just remembering that. And it is the transformational process that we are going through as we regain the memory of who we are. So I ask all of you, as you go through this continual transformation that we call life, to hold in your hearts the love, to be that love. Bring that love out to your community. Bring the light, the awareness to your community. Embrace the transformation that will continue. Because the Agni of Ayurveda is going to continue to burn within you. It has continued to burn within me now for nearly 30 years. And it continues to transform me. And some of that transformation has been painful at times. I've had to take a look at myself. It is a purification. Purification is the releasing of the ama, of the toxins that are within us, but there are toxins physically, there are toxins emotionally, psychologically that are being purified. And when all those toxins are gone, what is left is love. What is left is light of awareness. Embrace the transformation, embrace the Agni. Let that fire continue to burn within you and burn away that which separates you from love and that which separates you from light. And you will shine more and more brightly until that Agni completely consumes you, and all that is left is the love and is the light.